Hello, myself Jeffrey Thomas, and we are going to present our group project based on London pastry. And we are a group of 6 members: Mohammad Javed, Gaurav Mehta, Shashank Jaishankar, Ganesh, Rahul Babu, and myself. The next slide is a table of content. In this, you will find what all we did in this PPT. The first is an introduction, which I did at the first, and then there's the executive summary, problem statement, raw material requirement, equipment list, sales budget, production budget, direct labor budget, manufacturing overhead budget, operating budget, packaging, and then at last I will do the conclusion. The next is the executive summary. In this, I just want to tell you that why we took this muffins is because in today's present world, muffins has a variety of things, different varieties of muffins is produced in each and every store. We can find it everywhere. So that's why we choose this muffins as our project.
Thank you, Jeffrey. I'll be taking through the introduction. The product selected for our project is muffins. The location for our bakery would be Sherwood Forest Mall. One of the primary reasons for the selection of this mall is within a vicinity of 10 kilometers there's a population of 127,000. Within 20 kilometers is about approximately 370,000. Our sales target for the first quarter will be 3,000 muffins per day. For the second quarter, it would be 3,500. For the third quarter, it would be 4,000. And for the fourth quarter, it will be 4,500 muffins per day. Our calculations are based on the following ingredients per dozen. All our raw material requirements are based on this recipe. Sushant will be taking through for the sales budget.
Thank you, Jeffrey, for handing me this part. Now I will be covering the problem statement, which is like the basic issue that is coming in front of us is that we have to get our loan approved in order to carry out our business. So for that we have to prepare a production budget for the bankers so as to get a loan approved. There are certain things that we need to cover in that. First would be the sales price. Like we have to set the price for our muffins, like how much we will sell at what price. Secondly would be the production budget. This would cover the number of units that we'll be producing per day. Next would be the labor, how much labor is required again for the production. Next would be the direct materials. This will cover all the raw materials and including all the ingredients that are required for producing the muffins. After that there would be the expenses like manufacturing overheads, like we can say the expenses for electricity, rent, etc. After that there are certain selling and administrative expenses too, like telephone bills and paper bills, etc. After that, the main thing is we have to now prepare the budgeted income statement. We will have to show how much income we are making, how much profits we have, or if there are any chances of losses, which we obviously won't have. Secondly would be the cash budget. So cash budget is we have to show the liquidity of cash that we have in order to do the production, because we can't show that we don't have or we are running out of funds. Next would be the balance sheet. This will show the main assets and liabilities of our company. So these much assets, like all the machineries that we are going to buy, these will be our expenses, and the bank loan or any other expenses that we'll buy on credit, that will become our liabilities. So this is the main thing that we need to cover in order to get a loan approved. So now I will be covering the equipment list, like what all equipments we need to produce the muffins. First would be the work tables. This is the basic thing that we need for production, because in the tables we would keep all our ingredients and other stuffs in order to make the muffin. Then would be the dough mixer. This is like to mix the dough for making the muffin. After that we have the rack ovens. Once we are done mixing the dough, we will put it in the rack ovens in order to make the muffin. Then after that, once the muffin is made, we'll store it in the refrigerated display, like it's in the beginning of the shop, so as to attract customers, they'll see the muffins. Next would be the indoor walk-in cooler. This is basically the storage, like keeping the extra muffins inside the, like we usually keep extra stuff in the warehouse. So in the same way, we have extra muffins, we'll store it for selling it in future. This is the basic things that we need for making a muffin. These all equipments are required.
Yeah, so this is the sales budget for a box of 6 retail. The price of per box is $4, and I calculated per quarter how much we are selling. And then the wholesale price is $2.50 per box. And the demand for the wholesale is obviously more because we're going to sell it in trade fairs and stuff like that. And the price for it is also calculated here. So then I'm going to talk about the production budget. So after we calculate how much we're going to sell, we need to calculate how much we need to produce. right? So we are while calculating it, we first calculate per day, per month, go to per quarter, and from per quarter we need to decide how much we need to calculate for the next quarter as well. So what I've done here is I've calculated it's per quarter 19,250, 22,484, 25,384, and 28,875. Then we need to calculate 20% of desired ending finished goods of the next quarters. So I've calculated that here for all 4 quarters, and then we need to reduce the finished goods which we already had as opening stock, and that is calculated in the end results here. So that's how you get the number of units you need to produce.
Hi, myself Ganesh, and I'm here going to explain you about direct labor budget and how we have calculated it. So the direct labor hours we have calculated from the production budget. So as we have kept an hourly wage rate of $15 per employee, and we have calculated direct labor budget quarterly, and the total hours for the quarters are like quarter 1 we have like 5,755, quarter 2 is 5,748, quarter 3 is 5,762, and quarter 4 is 5,756. So here is the total amount for the quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. As my friend Javed spoke about the materials used in muffins, so here from that I have calculated the direct materials budget. So we have calculated the direct materials budget quarterly, and these are the total number of units for quarterly. So for quarter 1 it's like 2,31,000, and for quarter 2 is 2,69,500, and for quarter 3 is 3,04,000, and for quarter 4 is 3,46,500. As we kept the cost per unit is $2.51, and we have calculated the total cost accordingly.
Yeah, so every company has other costs such as manufacturing overheads and other indirect expenses. So some of the costs which our company incurs is electricity. Like every company needs to pay for electricity for the equipment they use, as well as other like light bulbs and all of those stuff. Then insurance. Every company needs to take insurance against hazardous disasters like tornadoes, cyclones, all that. Then rent. The rent is the basic amount you pay for the place you're working in. Phone, obviously you need a phone for people to contact you and ask you for about the product, etc. Licensing fee, promotions and advertising. So what we are doing is we are going to wholesale fairs and giving people our product samples. So all those cost money. Then the miscellaneous charges. Yes, there are other miscellaneous charges like transportation and all that, which will be incurred per month. So all that has been accounted for, and the total per quarter has been calculated. So in the first quarter we spent about $18,895, in the second quarter $19,070, the third quarter $19,445, and the fourth quarter $19,395.
So the next thing that I will be covering will be the cost of packaging. So there are 2 bags that we have kept for the retail customers. The first one is the single cupcake or the single pastry box. Here we would be selling 1 piece of cupcake or muffin directly to the retail customers. Secondly would be the cupcake or muffin box. Here we are selling 6 pieces as a combined. This box looks very compact, so we have chosen this, and here we are selling 6 units to the retail customers. Next would be the white pastry box. This box is basically for our wholesale customers. Here we are selling quantity in bulk because it costs us cheaper as compared to the above 2, so that's why we have kept it for the wholesalers. And the last would be the general thank you t-shirt style plastic bags. This is a plastic bag which we will give to all our customers once they have bought something from us, so as to make it convenient for them to carry. That's it. And one more thing, that all these costs, we have a detailed explanation in the report. So how much we are spending on these kind of packaging stuff is explained in the report.
Myself Rahul. So I'll be taking the cash budget portion. So the proposed amount for the opening balance is 10,000. So as I have calculated quarterly for the presentation, I have proposed it 22,797.72 as the opening balance for quarter 1. So likewise I have calculated for all the quarters. So for, as you all know, we will have the receipts and disbursements in every cash budget. So firstly adding the receipts, firstly I have the sales. So for quarter 1 the sales is 81,555.6. For the quarter 2 it's 1,24,309.8, and quarter 3 it is 1,43,130.15, and the quarter 4 it is 1,60,859.25. So after adding up the receipts, there are disbursement which should be reduced from the receipts. So those disbursements include direct materials, direct labor, packaging, admin and sales salary, operating expenses, and I have summed up all the disbursement, and I have calculated the cash balance accordingly. So this is the balance sheet which I have prepared after calculating all the budgets. So my current asset is 1,15,149.96. So adding its fixed assets worth $61,203.36, and after reducing it depreciation, I have summed up a total assets that is 1,69,612.18. So after summing up all the assets, I have liabilities to pay off. So those liabilities include accounts payable, shareholders equity, and I've calculated it and found the total liabilities.
So finally, we come to the end of the presentation, and we have provided the banker with what he's asked for. We have provided him with the sales budget, the production budget, our overhead costs, everything he's asked for, and we hope that the banker approves us the loan so that we can expand our business from a small scale bakery to a large scale one. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. If you may have any questions.